Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the All Star Wrestling Review Series for the year of 1978. We'll be moving in 1979 with the next few episodes, but this is the October 28th, 1978 edition, and we continue the push of, among others, Dino Bravo. Dino Bravo has been a major force here in 1978, and I think a couple of late 77 too, but anyway. Um, Kind of amazing if you think about it. Just the idea of Dino Bravo being known mainly for his '90s work. So there's people certainly that know of his value, but maybe don't know everything they should about Dino Bravo. I know before I started this, I certainly did not know everything I needed to know about Dino Bravo in terms of his foray into, for lack of a better term, a I guess you'd say a run here. Anyway, so we open with the uh, um, interesting kind of run through things here, and again, I mean, when you get to a something like an all-star wrestling level, you're at this point certainly moving towards a bigger than average influence at the time. Remember, this is before primetime wrestling. This is before a lot of things. But anyway, Dino Bravo pinning Jose Estrada with an airplane spin. Airplane spin is, for the most part, in this era anyway, the primary finish of Dino Bravo. Bravo has been, I won't say completely unstoppable, but pretty unstoppable, both as a single and as a tag team with Dominic DeNucci, which we've been kind of going through that run. Anyway, Bravo coming in and going, pretty aggressively, arm bars, arm locks, and the like, and getting decent enough control. His opponent does a little bit of brawling with him after a couple of near falls. Bravo, though, tries to keep things on the ground as much as he can, does manage to get a lot out of a single punch to the midsection, and then, as mentioned, in less than 5 minutes or so, gets the win with the airplane spin. We move to the next in the series of matches here, which in this case is Crusher Blackwell with the Grand Wizard defeating Frankie Williams with a leg drop. 5:33 after the bout, McMahon interviews um, Blackwell and the Wizard. I mean, the interviews here at this point for these guys are pretty well the same week by week. Blackwell wants competition. He's yelling for everybody from San Martino to Backlund to everybody in between. For a punch kick, leg drop, kind of tries to choke him out with the leg over the bottom rope and the like, and it's pretty basic here, as it were. Um, I mean, punch kick, super basic stuff. The modified power slam, and the Tree of Woe, and again, big splash and a win for Crusher Blackwell. Blackwell has been probably one of the, if not the, most consistent heels in 1978 here. We move to the next in the series of matches. Crazy Luke Graham is up next. Luke Graham facing off against his adversary, which in this case happens to be also, by the way, managed by the Grand Wizard. 518. Johnny Ringo. Ringo has been here a pretty major bit in the last little while. I guess you'd say the second half of this era, and hits a couple of headlocks and hammerlocks, front face locks. Luke Graham, of course, doing the Graham Brothers thing and kind of the unpredictable nature, tries to choke the man out over the bottom rope. Punches and forearms, basic stuff. You're not going to see a lot of, technical wrestling here. Splashes in the corner, and the willingness to cheat by Crazy Luke Graham, and ultimately, the Graham brothers are by far favorites of Vince Jr., who eventually, or Vincent K. McMahon, who eventually takes over the promotion here within a few years. Remember, Vince Kennedy doesn't take over until about 1982, but I would think that they're starting to think about that here a few years before in 78. That's just speculation on my part, though. Anyway, Johnny Roz and Tony Russo defeat Jim Ray and Steve King 602 when Rods pins King with a suplex. Not exactly a match to write home about. Super basic tag match. The idea basically to get Roz over a little bit as a bit of a brawler. Sunset flip on Roz, and there's a little bit of back and forth. Neither team really is established in the area, both kind of just there to fill a little bit of time. Irish whips and other basic thing. Roz looking pretty strong throughout and leading his team eventually to some semblance of victory, and they get the victory after several roll-ups and other such things. Again, kind of moving forward into a more, I guess you'd say, aggressive mindset. But anyway, we move to the next in the series of matches, which in this case happens to be, we move to Larry Zbyszko and Tony Garea and Dominic DeNucci defeating Spiros Arion, Stan Stasiak, Baron Mikel Cicluna via disqualification 7:48 after Cicluna shoves the referee. Dick Worley and Gorilla Monsoon joins Vince McMahon for commentary, discussing recent events, and Peter Maivia turning on Bob Backlund and aligning with Fred Blassie is the main topic of that maneuver. This is important during a Zbyszko match because Zbyszko is aligned with Bruno Sammartino and by proxy Bob Backlund. DeNucci comes in, tries to get some good offense. The Baron cranking down on the man. Hammerlocks and side headlocks, front face locks. Just matches that look more almost like a loose form of UFC. More strikes, more counters, less rope running and all of that. More, moving forward into the mid-80s that we come to expect isn't here. But this is, and again, the babyface team does do pretty well going forward. Zbyszko doesn't get as much time. Also weird that Tony Garea, who'd made a big deal of not wanting to be a tag team competitor, does end up in a bunch of these six-man tag team matches. And again, the baby faces do get the eventual victory. We will move forward and move into the month of November. We'll be back right after this.